Fatal Fall, Book 8 in the Chandra Heigl Mystery Series, written by Patty Jager, narrated by Anne M. Thompson. Chapter 1. Chandra stepped into the Huckleberry Medical Clinic as a police siren came to life. She glanced out the glass door and watched a police car speed up the street. The shrill whine faded as the vehicle turned the corner. "Miss Heigl, Dr. Porter isn't back from lunch. Please have a seat," the day nurse, Cheyenne Dover, said, glancing up from the book she was reading. "Do you know when he'll be in?" Chandra covered a cough with a tissue. She'd started coughing last week, and it wasn't going away. She had to be better in 2 weeks. The money she paid for a booth at the prestigious pottery show in New Mexico was non-refundable. This show was held every April. She had several repeat buyers who came to the show for her newest vase. Cheyenne glanced at the clock to the side of the reception desk. "He's 15 minutes late. Dr. Porter is never late." The phone rang. "Huckleberry Medical Clinic, this is Cheyenne. How may I help you?" the receptionist answered. Her usual smile dropped from her face. "I'm sorry, Dr. Porter hasn't returned from lunch." She listened. "Yes, I understand. You can call his cell phone." Cheyenne held the phone away from her face and glared at the handset. "Being the police and all, I would think you already have his cell number since he's the medical examiner." Chandra chuckled. It wouldn't surprise her if the policeman on the other end of the phone was Officer Blaine. He tended to act before he thought. The receptionist rattled off a number and dropped the receiver onto the phone with a clatter. "That man should never have been made a policeman. He's rude." "Does this mean I might as well reschedule my appointment to tomorrow?" Chandra asked, walking up to the desk. "I guess. I don't really know. They said there was a problem at Gladys Narville's place." She leaned forward. "That's Dr. Porter's aunt, the one he lives with." "Oh, I hope it isn't anything serious." Her mind was already whirling. That had to be Blaine who tore down the street not 10 minutes ago. Wouldn't whoever called the police have also called Dr. Porter? Where does Mrs. Narville live? Chandra thought a quick peek at what was happening couldn't hurt anything. She'd helped solve several murders the last couple of years. While she had a knack for it, she didn't go looking for trouble. "It's the large Victorian house on the way to the ski lodge. Her husband was the backer for Huckleberry Ski Resort." The younger woman appeared about to burst with the need to tell her more. "Really? I thought Sidney Doring was one of the owners." She pulled a tissue from the box sitting on the counter and covered another coughing fit. Cheyenne nodded. "He is part owner. Mrs. Narville owns most of the resort. When her husband got tired of working so much, he sold 40% to Mr. Doring. He was to take over the day-to-day running." "I've lived here for nearly 8 years, and I didn't know that. Thanks." Chandra slung the strap of her purse over her shoulder and left the clinic. A quick trip past the Narville house couldn't hurt anything. Dr. Porter was a quiet, closed-off person, but she had a feeling it was more about his lack of social skills than his keeping people away. It would be interesting to learn more about him. She climbed into her Jeep, fending off Sheba, her large, fluffy, cowardly dog. "I don't have anything for you to eat. I was at the doctor's office, not a restaurant." A wide muzzle and wet nose sniffed her shoulder and neck. "Cut that out." Another coughing fit had her grabbing a tissue. When she could breathe again, Chandra pulled out of the clinic parking lot. At the stop sign, waiting to turn onto Huckleberry Street, the street that would take her out of town and to the ski resort, she spotted Ryan's county SUV go by, with the light at the top of his windshield flashing and a siren screeching. "I wonder what Ryan is investigating this direction," she said to Sheba. Being a detective with the Waipio County Sheriff's Office, he was called out on many sundry events. She smiled, remembering how she'd met him. He'd been called to investigate the murder of a gallery owner. She'd found the body and was the first suspect. That murder had brought them together, and now they lived together with talk of a marriage in the future. She poked his number on her Bluetooth screen. Then had second thoughts and turned it off. He didn't mind hearing from her. However, if he
Sample complete. Ready to continue?